a lot of people are of the opinion that the Mario movie is going to be hot garbage. But listen, I'm here to tell you that in my opinion, all right, I believe the Mario movie is going to be all right. I don't think it's going to be this amazing, mind-blowing piece of cinema or anything like that, but there are some things that this movie is doing differently compared to other video game adaptations. Granted, we haven't seen very much, but there are some things, something, this ethereal force that's compelling me to think, hey, I don't think this is gonna suck. I think it'll be pretty good. And to quote our boy Arlo, even if it's not a good movie, it'll be a fun movie. And I think that's an important distinction to make. But while that distinction does exist, I want to say that I still believe it'll be genuinely pretty good. What reasons do I have to think that? Honestly, not a whole lot. But I don't know. We got some time to kill before this trailer starts, so let's get into it a little bit. So about a year ago, we got this reveal trailer where Shigeru Miyamoto came out on stage during a Nintendo Direct and was basically like, hey, I'm Shiggy. We're working on the Mario movie. We got our boys over at Illumination, and guess what? We have Chris Pratt as Mario. And instantly the internet just exploded. Opinions on this film were already all over the place when it was revealed that Illumination was going to be working on this, because let's be real, Illumination doesn't have a very good reputation. They don't have a very good track record. And I'm somebody who loves animation, and as a person who genuinely enjoys, loves, and appreciates animation, Illumination is the antithesis to that in the animation space. They are the pinnacle of just pumping out cheap movies that look good but that appeal to, you know, general audiences. And the fact that they were the ones that were given the keys to the Mario IP was definitely concerning. But even though Illumination isn't the best, even though they make a lot of schlock and a lot of just not very good movies, I'm still of the opinion that they're capable of making something decent. Case in point, the very first Despicable Me wasn't all that bad. In fact, I think that movie was pretty all right. Does it compare to Megamind, another movie with a similar plot? Even remotely? No. I thought Megamind was a far superior film that happened to have a lot of similar elements, but, you know, that's besides the point. That Despicable Me progressively got worse with time, but that very first movie, everyone can still kind of unanimously agree that it's pretty solid. Excuse the Paper Mario gameplay that's happening in the background. I don't want this to get too stale. Yeah, so Illumination came out with that, and then their release schedule afterwards was pretty meh. Let's actually take a look at that. Illumination releases. Okay, so their first movie was Despicable Me. There was Hop, which was dog shit. I know that Shea Frillis also recently did a whole ranking video, and pretty much all of them mostly sucked. The Lorax I kind of liked at the time. I kind of like the memes that spawned from it. The One Slur, all that stuff. But as a movie, it kind of betrays its source material pretty hard and not very good. Minions is just the epitome of awful. The Minions are the epitome of just trying to appeal to the average person who doesn't really know what makes a movie good. Oh god, I forgot about the Grinch adaptation. Yeah, so like none of these are great. But I think that based on what we know, they're capable, right? They have little moments in some of these films that are decent. I think what distinguishes this film from the typical Illumination film is the involvement that is there with Nintendo. We have people who actively work on video games, who know the intellectual property, who are kind of guiding them along. At least that's what we can assume. Nintendo is notorious for being very protective of their IPs and having a lot of control. Similar to Disney, they are in a lot of ways the Disney of the video game industry. So with Illumination, I don't think they're quite going to be able to do the same stuff that they've done before. And I would assume that there are genuinely talented and creative people that happen to work on Illumination. It's just that with these other films, they had to be a very particular way because Illumination's whole bottom line is try to make a movie as cheaply as possible, make it appeal to the widest possible demographic, and add in a few fart and poopy jokes for good measure, whatever. But the thing that makes the Mario movie different is it's a prestigious sort of high end big deal property. Like, it's the Mario movie. Mario is Mr. Video Game. And so I don't necessarily think that they're just gonna do the same things that they've done before. I think they really want this movie to draw in audiences. And I think that compared to a lot of their other more recent movies, this has the potential to draw in the largest demographic because Mario is pretty ubiquitous. So we're going to get a pretty above average for Illumination movie. Now, the real question is, how above average is that going to be? How much better is this movie going to be compared to Illumination's other generic, just sort of whatever movies? Anthropomorphic singing animals, an adaptation of The Grinch, which has already been adapted. I know Illumination didn't work on the movie, but actually, let me head over real quick to... So the big thing that I wanted to turn to with regards to talking about my opinions is the Lego movie. Come on. Not much longer. Oh, we're officially in the territory where the minute mark has gone away. That's exciting. Here, let's actually contribute a little comment here. Gabagool. There we go. We've contributed to this historic occasion. Let me make sure my settings are good. Okay, so the thing that is weirdly giving me hope that this will be pretty decent is actually another movie that on paper didn't seem like it would be very good, but actually was quite good, and that is the Lego movie. So the thing about the Lego movie, which actually has quite a bit in common with the Mario movie, we also have a main character voiced by Chris Pratt and another prominent character voiced by Charlie Day. But Lego movie didn't seem like it would work. It just seemed like a corporate excuse to throw together a bunch of characters into a thing and, just capitalize and try to sell a product. And by all means, I know that the Mario movie is also meant to synergize with the rest of Nintendo, who is selling both video games as well as a whole ass theme park, which I really want to go to as somebody who loves theme parks, but that's besides the point right now. The Lego movie had heart put into it. It also had a really unique and distinctive animation style that I don't think we're gonna see with this Mario movie. The Mario movie seems pretty standard as far as just the typical look of 3D animation. The story is the big thing that we're trying to kind of pinpoint and figure out. I don't know if the story is going to be good or even what it's going to be. I haven't been looking at leaks or anything. Prediction right now, I think all of our main characters, Mario and Luigi and Peach, are gonna go on some quest to stop Bowser from doing a thing similar to, I don't know, like a Paper Mario game. Except I'm gonna make the guess that Peach isn't a damsel in distress. That's kind of my only main prediction. I don't really know a lot of what's gonna happen. That's gonna be a fun treat. I kind of like not knowing that right now, although I guess we'll see how much we get from this trailer. I wanted to look at both the Lego movie as well as a little known film called Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So we have the Lego movie, a film that doesn't seem like it would work, but it does work. And the reasons why it works is because of really good writing, really fun use of its animation techniques, and just it really understanding the product that it's based around and loving that. And then we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is, of course, amazing. We all know that. But the thing that we forget is that before this, Sony Animation had a really inconsistent quality before this. Sony Animation wasn't known for creating these really just mind-blowing, incredibly animated, thought-provoking films. They just made crap for little kids. But in comes Spider-Verse, which actually turned out to be really good, which is also an adaptation of a different medium, in this case being comic books. The Mario movie is, I think, gonna be Illumination's version of that. I think it's gonna be them adapting a property and actually giving a damn and giving creatives a chance to do something. And it's gonna be going through an unconventional route to get there, for sure. But I think they're gonna be able to pull it off. I think they're gonna be able to make something pretty solid. I don't think this movie is going to be anywhere near as good as Into the Spider-Verse at all, but I don't know. I think this movie could be good. It could also suck. That is definitely a possibility. It is a very real possibility. Statistically speaking, it's pretty likely, but you know, I want to have hope. I want to like things, and I want to believe that we'll get a pretty good movie. So yeah, just because Illumination's pedigree and their history hasn't been the best, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't have a redemption arc. It doesn't mean that they can't produce something good. Will some Illumination isms show up? Probably. But even if some of those things show up, that doesn't necessarily mean that the movie is going to be bad. It just means that the movie is sadly not in the hands that I would have liked it. I don't know who I would have wanted to animate this. You know, in the hands of a studio like Pixar or even Sony Pictures Animation, yeah, they could have made something really good with this, but a studio like Illumination also has this edge, and I guess we'll see what kind of edge they decide to give this. Another concern I've been seeing a lot is, you know, the kinds of jokes that we're going to get and the references, and of course the fact that we have Chris Pratt voicing Mario. So real quick before we get into watching this thing, we have Chris Pratt as Mario. How do people feel about that? That's been the biggest point of contention. And I've been thinking about this a lot. And honestly, I think it's one of those creative choices that seems really weird now, but I'm going to assume that in the long run, it'll pay off. The thing is that Mario, the franchise, is really awkward and kind of hard to adapt into a film format because Mario isn't about story, like at all. And the games that are about story, like Paper Mario, sometimes deviate a lot from the source material and really kind of play with it. But as far as the core of what Mario is not a story guy. He's a gameplay guy. These games are all about platforming. So how do you adapt that? Really, it just boils down to doing stuff with the world, having fun with the setting and kind of making the setting into a character and just kind of bullshitting your own story. We've been getting a lot of really good video game adaptations lately. Things like Arcane and Castlevania and Cyberpunk, which are mostly TV shows, but I guess there's also the Sonic movies, which are also good. The things about the thing with these adaptations is that they don't one for one just tell a story that is canon to their games necessarily. They kind of go in their own direction. They utilize the worlds and they use some of the characters, and then they just kind of go off in their own direction and they change things and they make creative choices that work better in the context of the story that they're trying to tell. And so Mario is going to be a lot of the same. I don't think Charles Martinet's voice would have necessarily worked, at least not in the way that he delivers it, the typical wahoo kind of thing. I don't think that would have worked here. Now, you could have done a different approach, perhaps, where you could have had Mario with like still be voiced by Charles Martinet, but sound more like how Charles Martinet actually sounds. But that would have been weird. I don't know. Which, granted, Chris Pratt is also really weird, but it is what it is. I think once we finally see it, it'll take a moment to adjust, but we'll get used to it. I know Chris Pratt also doesn't really have a lot of range. He's not really much of a dynamic actor. He kind of plays Chris Pratt a lot of the time. He's just a dude, but Mario's also just kind of a dude. And we'll see how that goes. Who knows? It could be pretty good or pretty off. It could be pretty weird. We'll just have to see. I don't think this necessarily hurts the film. He's capable. I know there's also this issue of Hollywood actors kind of taking over and being in place, like being used in place of actual voice actors. That's a whole other problem. And, you know, I want to see more actual voice actors be involved in big Hollywood films, but unfortunately, that's just how the industry works right now. But with that being said, I do think that we have some good picks for these other characters, even though I would have loved to have seen other actors, because like you didn't need to get celebrities for this, right? It's the fucking Mario movie. You don't need celebrities. But with that being said, I think everyone other than Chris Pratt is a pretty good win, in my opinion. Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, I mean, Queen, yeah, she'll do pretty good. We'll see how active of a role Peach has in the story. Charlie Day as Luigi is an incredible fit, and I loved Charlie Day as Benny in the Lego movie. That's going to be pretty awesome. Jack Black as Bowser, I 100% see it. Jack Black already has experience as a voice actor, and the dude was Poe in Kung Fu Panda, and I love those movies. All right, I'm here for it. Who else we got? Keegan-Michael Key. Sure, he'll be fine. You know, just fucking go off the walls. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, I totally see it like that. Like these casting choices make sense to me. And then also Charles Martinet is gonna be in here, so he's not being completely forgotten. I don't know. I feel a little conflicted about the whole situation. Like, could he have done the voice of Mario, but just sound more like normal Charles Martinet? Are they gonna do some kind of gag where Mario's like has his voice altered or whatever, and then Charles's voice comes out? Yeah, probably. I'm sure. Oh God, we're getting closer. We're almost there. Wow, this is exciting. Yeah, so I guess all that's left now is to just wait and see what'll happen. Obviously, this isn't the whole movie, so the trailer isn't going to indicate to us if it's going to be good or not, but I think it'll give us a good idea of what to expect. I think once we finally have this trailer, people can finally start really putting their opinions together. Granted, I know I've already made an opinion myself based on just what little we know, but I have hope, all right? I want to believe that this can be good. And then we can start getting into the discussion of where does Nintendo go from here with their films? Do we get a Zelda movie? Do we get a Metroid movie? Do we get, other adaptations? Because, like, I'll be honest, Zelda, Metroid, like, these properties lend themselves to being adapted to the big screen a lot more than Mario. Although, in the case of those series, I will also gladly take, like, a Netflix series or something. Because I think TV shows as a format have been working a lot better for video game adaptations. But I think for Mario, adapting this into a film where it's just kind of like a popcorn flick, good time. I think since we've gotten the Sonic movie and it's been as successful as it is, that's sort of helped to pave the way for the Mario movie to also be probably of a similar quality, if not maybe a little better. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. I have no idea. I can't predict this shit. But I am a stan. All right. I am simping for this movie before it's even released, before this trailer even comes out. And if this trailer plays and it fucking sucks, then oh well, that's on me. But either way, once again, as our boy Arlo said, this movie is going to be fun. Even if it sucks, it's going to be fun. I'm going to be there probably day one. As soon as tickets go live, I will be there. I'm going to buy them and I'm going to watch the damn movie because I don't know. Also, are we going to get any references to the old Mario movie from the 90s? I predict yes, yeah. I predict that Mario's going to go through like these warp pipes and then he's going to show up in like the city from the 90s Mario movie, and it'll be just like a throwaway gag. That, or we'll see a Goomba that looks like one of the Goombas from the movie. One of those disgusting... hold on. What is it? One of these guys, right? Yeah, my guess is we're going to see one of these guys. Oh, God. God, 3 more minutes. Okay. Whew. I know I'm not live streaming this right now, but I'm a little nervous now that we're actually about to start. I'm excited though. The internet is about to implode on itself. Once again, I'm here to make the bold claim that the Mario movie will be a banger. 30 minutes to go and we'll get a better idea of that. So, yeah, I think this poster also gives me hope. I haven't really talked a whole lot about the poster, but like it's bright, it's colorful. I like that this is starting to look kind of like a world that is lived in, that you could exist in. I also wonder how much this game is going to be pulling, or the movie is going to be pulling from more obscure corners of the Mario universe. Are all the Toads going to be the same? Are they all going to be voiced by Keegan-Michael Key? Or are we going to get some variety there? Is Charles Martinet just going to be a random Toad? I don't know. These are just my predictive rambles that happen right before Big things, big things. Okay. But we do have, like I said, these other characters too, like what do you Cranky Kong, Spike, like fucking Spike is this obscure character. Um, yeah, fucking IGN with their things. All right, it is almost time. I guess all of my predictions are pretty much locked in, which I don't remember how many things I predicted or what. I should have made a bingo card, honestly, but it's probably a little too late for that now. Whew. Let's make sure that our quality is all the way up. None of this auto bullshit. There's no countdown either. See, the fact that this is also a Nintendo Direct specifically indicates to me that they're going to talk about the movie. It's not just going to be a trailer drop. Like, I would assume that they're going to actually get into it a little bit more. Oh, I didn't even talk about the leaked Mario face, but whatever. That's behind us. Oh boy. Oh god.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. As we previously mentioned, in today's Nintendo Direct, we'll reveal the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con. Hello, New York Comic Con.
I totally forgot about New York Comic Con.
It's been nearly 40 years since the original Mario Bros. Game was released in Japan. Today,
Has it really?
Lots of people around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much.
I feel old even though I wasn't there.
Finally, the world of Super Mario Bros. Will become an animated movie. We've been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production. The time flew by as we were having fun figuring out how to depict the Super Mario characters and world.
Okay, see, so he was really involved.
Now, I'd like to
it
hear
seems
from
like.
Chris-san, my good friend and great partner for the movie.
Okay, they became
Let's
good
bring him
friends.
in.
That's reassuring.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. I am speaking on behalf of our directors,
He does look like
Michael Jelena,
your standard
Aaron Horvath,
corporate
and the
white guy
entire Illumination
who
crew of artists.
is a higher
And I
up at
tell
a
you
at a
that
studio.
Producing the Super Mario Brothers movie with you and your team at Nintendo has been an absolute privilege.
Yeah, what if they
Crew
hate each other
is
behind the
filled
scenes? That'd be
with
kind of
Mario
funny.
fanatics, and they're bringing the very best of their talent to this film every day. Next week, we complete animation. We're knee-deep into lighting and compositing. Composer Brian Tyler heads to the scoring stage in just 11 days. He's
I'm gonna have to look
working
these people
hand
up
in hand with Koji
afterwards.
Kondo to integrate classic themes from the game into
Wait, he
the
worked
film
with
score.
Koji Kondo? Yeah, I guess you kind of have to.
Miyamoto-san, it's been over 7 years since we first started talking about making this movie together. And it is thrilling to finally be here to show the very first look at footage with Mario fans at Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con.
Watch it be rendered like on a
Miyamoto-san,
3DS
shall
or something.
we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
Okay, Chris-san. Now, I'll introduce
They're gonna
two
pop
of the
up?
stars from this movie.
We're gonna see them? Who are we seeing?
Both of them love Nintendo games and made this into a really fun
Fucking
movie.
Chris Pratt and
Are you
Charlie
ready?
Day.
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas in the original Mario Brothers arcade game at my local.
Yeah, I played a
laundromat.
Mario
Then,
game
of course, it
once
came out
when
on
I was a
Nintendo,
little
and I
kid
played that
and never
for
again.
Maybe years of my life.
Dude, how much of a gamer is Chris Pratt? All right, does Chris Pratt even know who Vivian is? Does Chris Pratt know the deep cuts of Fawful?
Lifelong dream of mine.
Has he played every single Mario platformer?
That dream? Every great hero needs a diabolical enemy. And
Oh, Jack
I
Black.
promise you, I could not have been paired with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser.
Jack Black. Jack Black is always a treasure.
friend,
I always love seeing
great
this man.
And hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Thank
Yes.
you, Chris, but I can't let you have all the fun. Now it's time for us to make this moment.
Is
all
he
about
gonna
you.
sound like normal Jack Black, or is
Well,
he
you've
gonna
been
deepen
dreaming
his
about
voice or
playing
something?
Mario. I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on.
Dude, any
This
movie
flowing
with
man
Jack
doesn't
Black in it
disappear
is made
overnight.
instantly
Do you have
better,
any idea how long it
which I
took
think
me
is
to
a
learn
big
how to
part of
breathe
why I
properly?
have some hope
I
for
had to
this
go
movie.
learn it from Gene Simmons of Kiss. And all this hard work's been worth it, though. I am so proud to have been able to collaborate with you and Miyamoto-san, as well as the entire
he got the
Nintendo
authentic
and
Japanese
Illumination
pronunciation.
team on this cinematic experience, one that will make its mark on Mario fandom forever. Much love.
See, Jablinski Games, all right? I know for a fact that
Thank
Jack
you,
Black
Chris-san,
actually is a
Jack-san.
gamer, so I
Alright
have a lot
then.
of hope
Thank
for
you
him.
all for waiting. Let's press the start button.
Oh boy. Okay, let's do this. Oh my god. The lighting. We got the trailer impact sounds. Okay, so Jack Black is just straight up the villain. All right. Oh, is this Sarasa Land? Is this Daisy? Are we gonna see Daisy? Be pretty nice. Yo, the new Smash reveal looks pretty good.
Behold, the king of the Koopa!
Oh my god. Let's hear him talk. Say something.
Open the gates!
What? That's Jack Black. Oh, the Pingus from Mario 64. Drop him off a cliff. Are these all the ones that fell off? Okay, animation looks good.
Do you yield? I do not.
Okay, that sounds a little more Jack Black. Yeah, we're not gonna see Mario until like the very end of the trailer. He's gonna be like, he's gonna turn around. We're finally gonna see him. He's just gonna say the spaghetti.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
What? It's the boy. Oh, his face. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh. Okay, hold on. I need an adjustment. Hold on.
What is this place?
Oh, okay.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Okay, his voice is pitched up. All right, that
Mushroom
works.
Kingdom, here we come.
Is he not from the Mushroom Kingdom? They're just calling it the Super Mario Brothers movie. Ah, Luigi! Dry Bones is in this movie. I'm a true
I
boner,
want to
so that
thank
puts a
all
smile
of
on
you
my
for being
face.
part of this moment with us, and we're excited to share even more footage in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Wow. Okay.
What do you think will happen during Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom?
I'm processing things.
Production of the movie is going well. Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on
I-
the finishing touches.
I'm still hopeful. I
hope you're
think.
looking forward to the next trailer. It'll be a great experience watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters.
I couldn't have predicted the way it was gonna
You'll
look
get to
in
see
motion.
the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen. Look closely, and you'll spot things in all sorts of places. This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario.
Of course,
all
I'm
for
gonna
today.
raise my
We'll
hand.
see you next spring in movie
like a true
theaters.
gamer.
Thank you.
Okay, did we really need all of this intro, outro stuff? Like, we could have just had a trailer drop, and that would have been fine. Oh, we got the logo, I guess. That's okay. Okay. Hold on. Has this been re-uploaded already? Because it totally would by now. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's the typical YouTuber thing to do, right? To just analyze things. Okay, we have the audio is down a little bit. There was no copyrighted music, which is good because I hope I can just play this audio like a normal person. Okay, yeah, this animation, it looks good.
Open the gates!
The movement is bouncy. I think this looks better than the standard Illumination fare. We got that ultra wide aspect ratio because this is cinema. The rendering on these penguins looks pretty good.
That is but a taste.
It's so weird because like for so long I'm so used to like 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 fake fan trailers, and like there's this weird sort of uncanny feeling with seeing these models move.
The king of the Koopas.
Also getting a voice for Kamek is weird. Just getting proper voices for any of these characters is gonna be really weird and jarring at first because I'm so used to the games where they don't talk. But yeah, I love
Open the gate.
the way they move. I think that's cute. What's the power here? What's the plot? Does we have Bowser getting the stars, the MacGuffins. We're gonna get a Mario Party reference. We're gonna get a Mario Kart, perhaps.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
That sounds the most Jack Black right there. Okay, and then just the first look at Mario. Yeah, Mario does look weird. Like he fits in, but oh yeah, like I think this face shows it off the best. Like it just, like they didn't rip this model right out from Nintendo. All right, they definitely made their own thing with this model. I'd say that Bowser definitely looks like a modified version of like a model from the games. He looks spot on. But Mario, he looks a little something. It's just his face. It's really just the face. You really infused some Chris Pratt into this, I feel. You know, we also don't have a lot to go off of here. Let me watch this again. Hold on. Let me see a little more of this.
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on!
Okay, I like Toad's voice. I think it works. I think I'm trying to get a read on if Chris Pratt is doing kind of a like a pseudo Italian accent. I can't tell.
What is this place?
Yeah, that just sounds like Chris Pratt, but so yeah, I'm led to believe like does Mario, is he not from the Mushroom Kingdom? Is he like a regular dude who was pulled into the Mario world or something? Or maybe this is like later in the film and he got like kicked off. Maybe the giant mound from the poster is like, it's not actually supposed to be like that. Hold on. Like maybe the castle's not supposed to look like how it does. But wait, we got towns and shit. Hold on. Were there towns here? Do we see that? Do we see all the shops and shit?
Mushroom.
Okay, yeah, we do. Yeah, we see all that. Interesting. The rest of the world though? Oh yeah, I haven't even taken a good look at. Okay, so I'm wondering, this just looks like fucking Pandora, the world of Avatar over at Disney World. This doesn't look as much like a Mushroom Kingdom from the games, but I think it just needs more hills, like more of those little hills with eyes. I wonder if these are gonna have eyes. These, you know, it looks good. The environment, I think it suits what they're going for here. Really just the most uncanny thing for me is the movement. Sebastian. Yeah, Charles Martinet. Oh, he's got billing here. They made sure to bring him up. So that's something. Yeah, Dry Bones. I'm a true boner. All right, Dry Bones is my favorite. So Charlie Day as Luigi. Exactly what I expect. And of course he's in a spooky situation. All right, they've played Luigi's Mansion, so they know what he's all about. Okay. April's not that far away. Okay, so that really was just a teaser. It's not a lot to go off of. And we only really saw Mario, Toad, Kamek, Bowser, and Luigi. We didn't see Peach. It's really hard to form opinions at this point because this is really just like a reveal of like, this is what the animation looks like. This is kind of how the main characters sound and kind of the tone that we have. But like this seems like pretty standard as far as like, what would a Mario movie be like? Bowser is invading a thing, and here's a Mario. He's hopping around, he's wahooing, he's doing things. We got warp pipes. Why did Mario end up here? I don't know. See, this initial zoom on Mario is just so jarring to me. Okay, from this angle, he looks spot on. He looks great. His ass is small. Did they shrink that down from the games? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't spend a lot of time looking there when I play. I should. Yeah, it's interesting how we got these like floating waterfalls. I don't know. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to be analyzing the shit out of this trailer. I'm not that kind of person, although I have played a metric shit ton of Mario. So if there are references being made, then I can tell that. It would be cool if Daisy and or Rosalina make appearances as well, along with other maybe lesser known, less popular Mario characters. But I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. They haven't really announced voices for them, so I'm led to believe maybe not. If anything, we'd get like Daisy or Rosalina in like a post-credit scene teasing like the next Mario movie. Then another question, do we get a Mario Cinematic Universe after this? I don't know. So, yeah. The movie, like I said, visually, I mean, the environments look really good. Okay, it's starting to grow on me. I think it was just that one facial expression that's really jarring and off-putting to me. This one that he makes right at the beginning. Yeah, that just looks weird because like his eyes are like super scrunched. I don't think that's anything we've ever seen in the games. The proportions of his eyes are a little different, of course. But yeah, once we get more of him in motion, once we watch the movie a little longer, I think we'll get used to it. Yeah, he looks all right here. Okay. Yeah, Toad looks perfect. Toad looks spot on. I think he sounds, like I said, really good too. Keegan-Michael Key works. We'll just have to see if all the other Toads are also voiced by Keegan-Michael Key. I'm sure they'll make a lot of jokes about how identical and generic Toads are, but I guess we'll have to wait until either the next trailer or the movie comes out. We're probably going to get 2 more trailers since this is more of a teaser, and we usually get like 2 full-on trailers before a big movie comes out. Yeah, they really just showed us the bare minimum here. But yeah, people are going to analyze the shit out of this. But yeah. Yeah, the only things to really form opinions on are animation, which looks really good. Voice acting, which we've heard, and I mean, it's solid all around. I think we just, again, we need to get used to Mario, voiced by Chris Pratt. I think it's starting to, I think it'll grow on me. I think it'll grow on a lot of people. I think once you're actually in there watching the movie, it'll be good. And we'll see what kind of tie-ins they do with the theme park too. Now, the real question, the thing that I was trying to posit, do they do a Mario, not a Mario, but like a Nintendo cinematic universe? I had considered the possibility of this, where like we culminate in a Smash video or like a Smash Brothers movie. I had the idea to do a video where I kind of plot out what a cinematic universe would be. But now I don't think that's going to happen necessarily. And the reason being is because of this movie being done by Illumination. Like, I couldn't imagine Illumination also doing a Zelda movie and a Metroid movie. I can buy Illumination making a Mario movie. I can't buy them handling any of these other properties, unless Universal, the corporate overlord, utilizes other studios of theirs to make those movies. But I think a Nintendo Cinematic Universe would work best if it were just fully animated. Whether it would even work at all in the first place, probably not. Not everything needs to be a cinematic universe, but it's just a fun, hypothetical thing to think of. But yeah, before we sign off here, thick Mario ratio. Really just my big opinion. I still have hope. I think, it just took a moment to process, but like it's kind of exactly what I had sort of envisioned in my head. It's just now we're finally seeing it in motion. I still believe that this movie will be pretty good. Whether it goes beyond just like surface level references and whether it can actually tell a good story or just have a lot of comedy, because it doesn't even necessarily need a good story per se. It just needs to be fun and enjoyable and entertaining. I think they're capable. I think, and it helps that again, it looks beautiful. It's animated pretty enjoyably. It looks like one would expect a Mario to look like for the most part, with like its own liberties, right? It doesn't just like plop the video game into a higher fidelity kind of look. It's not just here is fucking Super Mario 3D World and we've just upped the rendering quality and made the animation look nicer. I think they're genuinely giving some thought into the look and the feel of this world to make it seem a little more organic. Because Mario's made up out of blocks and like out of these really rough geometrical shapes and all that. Whereas this feels a lot more organic and lived in. This feels like there are inhabitants that live here. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. I'm really excited for whenever they drop another trailer, probably in like a couple of months. I'm gonna assume like January, and then probably another one in March, and go from there. But yeah, I think I remain hopeful, like I said. But I like what I'm seeing. And so if they can make the next trailer funny and avoid a lot of the red flaggy kind of jokes that might indicate that it's really Illumination-y, then awesome. All right. I think I've said everything that I really have to say about this right now. I mean, if you want to hear me talk about a potential Super Mario Brothers or just a Smash Brothers cinematic universe, feel free to let me know. But thanks for watching, and I probably won't do a whole lot of these these kind of live reaction things very often, but if you want me to, then yeah, like I said, let me know. The full version of this is going to be over on the second channel. The version going up on my main channel is just going to be a little more condensed, just to get the main points. But if you want to really hear me stew in my thoughts and my immediate reactions, then feel free to go there. But until then, actually, before we go, let's actually see what other people are saying on Twitter. Incredible. Okay, Kit and Krista recently talked about them in a video. What do you think of the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer? Generally, I think reactions are positive. Jack Black is Bowser being really good. Yeah, I think that's something that we'll all be able to agree on, that Bowser's even trending right now. Bowser looks and sounds spot on. He's perfect. Yeah, Chris Pratt sounds like another Chris Pratt character. Yeah, I can see that. All this speculation about how Chris Pratt's going to do Mario's voice, and it turns out it's just Chris Pratt's normal voice. I think, yeah, I don't think he should have tried a Mario voice. Like, I think when you hire Chris Pratt, you kind of just have to hire Chris Pratt to be more of a Chris Pratt sounding person. Spawn Wave, Mario movie looks good. To the people that think, oh, some people think Bowser's sexy. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're still kind of in that phase of just being a little hung up on Mario's voice. But I think people are generally like, yeah, I mean, it looks, it looks fine. Again, we need more. We need more to really start assembling opinions, but like, yeah. Some people think it was meh. Other people think it's pretty good. Yeah, we just need to really see Chris Pratt Mario. Like, we haven't seen him shine yet. I think that's what we need. And also the trailer, again, it's just a teaser. It didn't show very much. It was there. I'll definitely talk about the movie once it finally comes out. I can't wait for that. I'll be there though. I'll be there. Yeah, that's it. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll be back in the next video whenever that goes up.